get an opportunity to share with you the Rwandan experience in this area. In Rwanda, we recognize the importance of the private sector in the growth of our economy. The development of the private sector is one of the 6 pillars of our country's long-term strategy, which is to achieve middle-income status by the year 2020. The Rwanda Development Board, RDB, which is a conglomerate of key national agencies, including the Agency to Promote Tourism, Investment, SMEs, and ICT, among others, was set up in order, among other things, to fast-track development activities and promote local and foreign direct investments in Rwanda. In doing so, the Rwanda Development Board has, with the collaboration of other government institutions, put special focus on removing constraints to doing business in Rwanda. Some of these constraints are beyond our control, such as our position as a landlocked country. And for others, it will take long to address, such as infrastructure development. Strategically, that's why we have focused on legal and regulatory reforms that make it easier to do business, because we can do this in a short time, on short term, and it will have a big impact. So what we have done in Rwanda is the following. To spearhead the legal and regulatory reforms, we set up a dedicated unit that leads reforms in key areas that would reduce the cost of doing business in Rwanda. It uses the World Bank's Doing Business 10 indicators as a framework for different reforms, and the Doing Business Annual Global Ranking as a target and a measure of success. The 10 indicators of the World Bank's Doing Business are the following: starting a business, dealing with construction permits, employing workers, registering property, getting credit, protecting investors, paying taxes, trading across borders, enforcement of contracts, and closing a business. The reforms undertaken have changed significantly the way business is done in Rwanda. Prior to the reforms, opening a business in Rwanda used to take 2 to 3 months and would cost around US dollars 1,000. Today, it takes only 24 hours and a flat fee of US dollars 35 only. Also today, registering a business in Rwanda is done through a one-stop center where other services related to business registration are provided, such as Social Security, notary services, customs services, etc. As a result of these consistent reforms since 2007, Rwanda was recognized as the top global reformer in the World Bank Doing Business report of 2010, moving from the rank of 139 in 2009 to number 67 in 2010. This is a record improvement. Our strategy is to go beyond the World Bank's 10 indicators and do reforms in other areas where businesses are still facing challenges in Rwanda. For instance, this year, much of our efforts are on land. Access to land is a challenge, and one of the solutions we're implementing is a one-stop shop for construction permits in our city of Kigali. Another initiative is the establishment of client charters in all the government institutions, especially those dealing with businesses. The client charter is a document highlighting the list of services delivered by the institution, the requirements and delivery times. For land processes, we went a step further to make the client charter enforceable with penalties for non-compliance by public officials. This is also in line with our commitment to enforce zero tolerance to corruption in Rwanda. Also on the transparency side, with the support of UNCTAD, we started the e-regulation program. This is a web portal documenting steps to access business-related licenses. Rwanda is part of this e-regulation program, which is currently running in 14 countries worldwide, among which 4 are in Africa, and aims at providing full transparency on rules and procedures by offering online detailed, practical, and up-to-date description of the steps to access documents and services seen from the user's point of view. This program also helps government to simplify procedures by allowing easy identification of unnecessary steps, duplications, and overlaps, and providing remedy to these issues. The program in Rwanda started in 2009, and we have so far documented requirements related to access on land, business registration, and immigration processes. UNCTAD's role in supporting developing countries is crucial, and Rwanda has strengthened its cooperation with UNCTAD on a range of trade and investment-related issues, including SMEs development. We look forward to enhancing this cooperation, given the positive results we are experiencing on the ground. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our thanks to UNCTAD for organizing this meeting that has allowed us to share our experiences and learn from each other. I thank you.